Hi, it's Lisa from Pride Road. Right, I thought I'd do something a bit different. I've recently just made one of these GCSE IKEA folders, and I've had lots of people kind of request them, but realised it'd probably be easier for me to show you how to make them than to actually go into production to make them. So, been thinking about this for a while. My kids sort of travel between two houses, so just trying to keep them organised is a challenge. So this is for my daughter. I've split it, so we were looking for a large bag for ages to transport folders between sort of one house and the other, and this came to me. So it's an IKEA bag. I can't remember how much they are, about £1.50 to buy, and I've split it into 8 sections with these Aldi bag subdividers, and you can see I've sewn it down each side to hold them in place. One side, two sides, and then simply just stapled on a bit of inside of the bag with the subject name, and each one can take a folder as the Flun's IKEA foldy boxy things. They come in packs of 4. So I've split it into 8, so at least you get a reasonable size compartment between each one, and you can slot one of these folders in. So it could be a series of a couple of books or a series of books, and also, if you look at it, it's loose at the bottom. It's like my life inside IKEA bags. Yeah, so it's loose at the bottom, so you need to have something just to stop them from going from one thing to another. So the key components are an IKEA bag. I have one here. And 3 Aldi bags. So these are 45p each. Not sure how much those are, but they can't be more than like a couple of quid. So your raw material costs are minimal, it's just the time. So first of all, I start cutting out the IKEA bag. I make a cut down this side and cut the base away, so I can cut it into 2 side rectangles, and these are the bits that I'm going to use, keep the handles attached to it. Next, I take the Aldi bags and again cut the base away, so you end up with strips, cut the handles off, and I measured the bag and I think it was 35 centimetres clear, so plus a centimetre each side for the seams. So then with my strips of Aldi bag, I cut them into 37 centimetres. So I end up with 7 bits of Aldi bag, 37 centimetres wide, and I think I've just spotted that there's a tear in one of the Aldi bags, which I know I need to fix. I then mark up each of the IKEA bag sides into 8, split them into 8, using a ruler and a tape measure, and draw a line where I'm going to be sewing. That's probably about the only bit of measuring that I do. And then once I've done that, I pin the ends of the Aldi bags onto the IKEA bags, ready for sewing. I only do it on one side, so it looks like a bit of a fan. Then I start sewing those together, and as you can see, it's not too bad to sew until they kind of bunch up. Once you get 2 or 3 of them, they get harder to sew under the machine. And so I just flip it over and then it's clear again. Right, this is the tricky bit. It's attaching the sort of concertinas to the other side of the bag. So you just have to work it out. But this is last time I tried doing it, I got stuck inside the bag, which was a pain. So it's not too bad. You can start to see it taking shape, which is quite exciting. And then finally, I think I get to the bit, there you go, you can see it taking shape. Trim all the ends off, and then get the base of the IKEA bag from before, and we're going to sew the whole bag back together again. So it leaves raw edges around the outside, and it's a bit rough and ready, but it'll do the job. And it's at this point that I start to sew in a tag for the finished product. So you can see I'm about to start sewing the IKEA bag back together again. So I've sandwiched all the internal compartments in. You've got to be really careful you don't sew over anything. Keep everything loose internally. And you can start to see it taking shape. I think that's the last side of it. Oh, there you go, there's the tag going in. And there's my demonstration of the finished product. Cool, well, good luck with yours. And if you've got any questions, just drop me a text or line or message or whatever.